Hey everybody, Amazing Atheist here. I'd like to talk to you guys about this kid. Well, he's actually 25, he's older than me, but I call him a kid because he's really kind of, it seems like he's underdeveloped as a human being, or just, almost on the level where he's not even, I wouldn't even consider him to be of human intellect. I mean, I don't know. I think if you gave a chimp the ability to speak, it would probably say things very similar in approximation to what he says. His name is Kink of the Carp, or Kink of the Carps. I don't know if it's plural or whatever. Anyway, he's some kid that saw The Matrix one too many times, and now he thinks he's a philosophy major. Which the big problem with that is that he's retarded, and I don't mean retarded like he's dumb. I mean I think he actually is clinically retarded, has mental deficiencies and such. I just like to read some of the stuff he's been posting on my comments section. He has about, I'd say, at least 15 different comments on my comments section, and each one is dumber than the last. I think he's actually regressing as time goes on. I think that he might have some kind of biological disease that eats away his brain over time, so he just gets dumber and dumber by the day. And unfortunately, I'm just waiting for it to affect his motor skills so he can no longer type. Not that he types that well to begin with, but, Anyway, I just like to read some of this stuff, and I'd like to talk about it, because I know that some of the thoughts he's having are somewhat commonplace in some circles, and I'd like to address them. Let's read his brief. This is a comment he posted earlier on my board. No, I don't believe in a God. Surely I do not. But I don't believe in existence of other beings either. In a sense, I believe that the world is a creation of my desires, will, and emotions. Events occur because I want them to, and events that occur beyond that are simply symbolic representations of my own emotions. So right now, as I sit here in this bathroom, with the camera on top of the toilet and myself sitting by the door, and I'm speaking to you as another entity. I have a consciousness and all of the things that you have. I have skin and lungs, and I breathe and have a heart that's beating and all that stuff. I have all that good stuff that shows that I am a separate and distinctive entity, not the same as you. But he believes that this event right now that is occurring is only a representation of his own perceptions. He doesn't believe that this is actually happening. He thinks that this is something that represents, I don't know, a part of his own psyche. Well, let me tell you, sir, I'm much smarter than you could ever be. So, in order to believe that you're generating this world, you would have to believe that you are the most brilliant being to ever exist, and you can't even type a coherent sentence. I hate to tell you this, friend, but if the world was all your imagination, it would be a hell of a lot less complex, a hell of a lot less interesting. It'd probably be a bunch of stick figures with 7 fingers on each hand, walking around, talking in baby talk and such. I mean, you don't have the brain power to generate this kind of world, my friend. Sorry, but you don't. Let's go on to his next one, which totally contradicts the first one, by the way. You can't prove yourself real to me. Just like me proving God is real or Santa is real, do you honestly believe I'm real? Because if you do, I think you're either a hypocrite or just as fucking stupid as those Christians. If you honestly believe in me, then you aren't questioning reality enough. After all, you can prove that how can you prove that I exist, is what he says. I'm sorry. You can only interpret me through your senses, and if you interpret me through your senses, then how are you sure that I'm not just some illusion created by your unconscious or perhaps even conscious mind? I'm not saying, oh my God, God exists. I'm saying science is not the basis of everything. We have not and never will reach a point where everything can be explained mathematically or biologically or physically. Life is far more mysterious than you make it out to be, and discounting the possibilities of gods, souls, or other layer of reality just seems too far ignorant to me. You're arguing with yourself, okay? I'm just a part of you, remember? I'm just a representation. There's no reason to argue with me because you created me to be this way, remember? Let's think. Let's think about this for a moment here. There is a thin line. Well, it's not actually a thin line. It's a very thick line